Hello, hello, Flosstube. It's Jamie, and I am back for another update. I know it's only been like a week since my last update, but there were some things that I wanted to talk about because they just happened. Things happen. You will see what I am talking about when I get to them. I'm going to start off though with just like my stitching progress for the last week. So I had said that I was working on Mini Home is Where the Magic Is by Randall Spangler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm stitching it on 28 count, 2/1 10 stitch. And this is where I got to on it. I filled in a lot of page 1. I think all that's really left of it is like that little corner. And then there's page 2, and then page 3 is finished. And that will be the full top row. Yes, I love it. Okay, so that's that. I love the stitching on this one. I have no complaints on that. Minis are fun because you don't have to stitch loads of background to actually get to things. Like that top row there, 3 pages, and you already have a moon, a fairy, and the house. I like it. I don't like having to stitch 3 pages of like just black just to get to like 1 star or something, you know? So, the next thing I worked on, I only worked on it 1 day. I need to make more time to work on it. I'm going to talk about that later. So, I worked on my Death by Cross Stitch by Long Dog Sampler. This is stitched on 18 count Aida, 1/1 full cross, and I'm using a Silks For You floss. And I've stitched from like here up. I like the alphabet. The alphabet stitches up really quick, and over here is like this really elaborate motif thing that's gonna go there, so I'm kind of like nervous about it because in the bigger motifs, I talked about it in my last video, in the bigger motifs, using a variegated floss, I'm always trying to like make the colors work right, so they're not like randomly striping. I don't know. I just don't want it stripey. I think too much about it. But yeah. So, those are things you already knew about. I started new things. I did it. They're not large, they're not Heaven and Earth, not Long Dog Samplers. I started stitch-alongs! Yes! Stitch-alongs are fun. I love stitch-alongs. So, Sunday morning, I woke up and I saw people posting about the stitch-along. I was just like, I had to do it. I sent my sister a message and I was like, the stitch-along started. Do I start it? And she's, of course, was like, do it! Yeah, she is an enabler. That's what we do. So I was sending her like a bunch of messages because I have a full DMC collection of floss. So I was pulling out I had so much floss pulled out. I was surrounded by floss. And I was just sending her pictures like, which one? What colors? Because like you only need 4 colors. And I had out a lot. I had probably like every blue pulled out for some reason. So I picked these 4 colors. There's like a dark purple. It's almost like a winey purple, a taupey color, light purple, and then this green, but I might switch the green out for a blue. Where's the blue? I might switch the green out for the blue. What do you think? I kind of like the blue more now. Blue or green? I don't know. Let me know what to do. I haven't used that color yet, so I won't have to like rip anything out or anything. And then I will show you my progress. I am stitching on a 22 count hardanger that was used for... I was stitching like a Heaven and Earth design and I didn't like it, and so I quit stitching it and I just cut this off of it. So in this corner's like some stitch stuff, but it's not affecting the stitch-along. And I'm stitching this 1/1. I'm super excited for Saturday for the next piece to come out. Then the next thing, I haven't started it yet. I'm starting it tomorrow when my fabric gets here. I already have it printed out. I have all the floss pulled out for it. I'm ready for it. And it's the Tiny Modernist stitch along, the Christmas stitch along of Santa's house. Oh, okay. I saw it on Michelle Bendy Stitch's Instagram. It's her fault. I saw it, I took a screenshot and I sent it to my sister and I was like, this is so cute. And she was like, that is so cute. And then she went and was looking on the Tiny Modernist website and she started talking about last year's Stitch Along and the Halloween Stitch Along. And then all of a sudden we were looking at fabrics and then she bought a fabric and then she bought the chart. And then I was looking at fabrics after that, and then all of a sudden I bought the chart, and I was like, if I bought the chart, I need to buy fabric, and so I picked out a picture of this plus fabric in Icon. She picked out a picture of this plus fabric in the color Glacier. At least it's a small start, so I'll be able to hopefully finish it. But yeah, so that's exciting. I can't wait. It's my first time using a picture of this plus fabric, so I'm excited about that. I ended up getting a 16 count Aida. I prefer Aida over even weave. I don't like stitching over 2. I can use 28 count for Hades and do 10 stitch over 1. I'm fine with that. Stitching over 2, I cannot count. I lose like all counting capabilities when I stitch over 2. So, 16 count. It's coming. I can't wait. So, the next thing that I was going to talk about then is goals, because now I've started things that I wasn't planning on doing, and so it's like, what am I doing for the rest of the year? For the rest of the year, what I would like to accomplish in my stitching is I would like to complete on Death by Cross Stitch the page that I'm working on, and then I would also like to finish the page next to it, so that would be finishing like half a page and then stitching another page. On Mini Home is Where the Magic Is, I would like to finish pages 1 and 2, which are close to being done. And then I would like to hopefully finish page 4, but I don't know if that's possible. I really don't. I want to try. I need to like, my fingers need to like be set on fire stitching. And then I want to stay up to date on the Stitch Along. And then I would like to stay up to date on the Modernist Santa Stitch Along and have that finished and done before Christmas. I just need to like avoid stitch alongs. Like don't do any more stitch along with people. And don't do a stitch along with Santa because that will just get me right there. And don't do a stitch along that starts off like, how can you not start a stitch along that starts off with 69? I had no choice. But yeah, so that is all that I have for now. I am looking forward in the next week of seeing all the retreat videos coming up. There are so many Flosstube people going to that retreat. I cannot wait to see how it is. I'm waiting for Instagram videos, YouTube videos, pictures, everything. I want to see the retreat. I want to go to a retreat. That would be fun. But yeah, so that is all. If you click on, I have a link to my Instagram in the description box. I'll be posting pictures of, I have a picture of my Stitch Along already on there. I'll be posting my Tiny Modernist Stitch Along when I start that, because I'm super excited about that. And I'll be posting progress on all my other stuff. So, yes, that'll be good. And I think that's all for today. I'm just too excited though. I want my fabric to be here. But yeah. So, I need to get off here. I need to get stitching. That's what I need to do. So, I'll see y'all in my next update, whenever that is. I'm not entirely sure. It depends on how much I get done, if I start anything new. I don't know. But yeah. So, I will see y'all then. Bye.